This episode of Pretty Not Smart is brought to you by Huggies Little Snugglers. Huggies Little Snugglers, now with blowout protection in every direction, sizes 1 through 2. Huggies, we got you, baby. Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Pretty Not Smart. I'm your host, Yoatzi.
And Louie, a.k.a. the baddest perra.
Woohoo!
Where if you're not subscribed, you're definitely pretty, not smart.
And if you want to be both, you better subscribe.
Y'all, I think the last time I checked, we were at 160,000 subscribers.
I saw. Good job on hitting that subscribe button.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're getting so close. That means, okay, so if we round up, that means we're basically at 200K, which means we're only 7,500,000 away from fucking 1 million, which means we're basically solidified and verified. All right.
Period. What
Girl
you
math.
said. Girl math.
No.
I'm excited to hit 200K.
And we never get there.
No, you know what I'm thinking?
What?
I'm thinking that some of you do not want to subscribe because they want to be pretty, not smart.
I know.
They're like, I'm too pretty to subscribe. I'm good.
Yeah, thank you guys for subscribing on our YouTube. But also, again, thank you to anybody who listens on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on anything like that as well. We appreciate y'all's support and y'all's reviews you leave on there for us as well.
Gracias.
Before we get started with today's episode, we are going to start with Mez's dumbass word of the day.
Ugh.
And don't worry, y'all. I read the comments. I was giving him the feedback about
The regañadas.
the regañadas that y'all were like, we need real words.
Yeah, man.
So, I bet, what are you going to hit us with today?
Okay. So, based on the feedback, I don't know what I was going to say. So, based on the feedback, I'm going to start using smarter words to heighten my co-host intelligence, okay?
That's
That was
what
the
we were
whole
wanting from the
Well,
beginning.
when Louis said dumbass word of the day, I took that too literally, okay?
You can tell.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yes.
What the fuck just happened?
Did your phone explode?
Oh, it just went to something else.
I wasn't ready.
I know. It's like, give me a sec, buy me some
Okay,
time.
I remember the word. Meticulous.
Haven't you given us this before? Okay, it sounds
I feel like I've heard of that before.
Meticulous.
When something is very strategized, like you're trying to be meticulous with something,
Oh.
right? Really? You didn't say anything.
Fucking loser.
I know. I'm getting smarter.
Did Louis get it?
Basically, yeah, it's showing great attention to detail. Thorough.
Ooh. I just said more malicious, though.
I think they're cheating, you guys.
What?
I'm pretty sure we used this word in Fern's episode, no?
It low-key does sound...
Ferns was around fashion.
Okay, y'all, if we've used this word before, hit us up because I feel like low-key sounded like...
It's meticulous. I'm pretty sure you used that word on Fern's episode because we were talking about being like peculiar about certain things.
If somebody remembers, let us know.
Wait.
And if it is, we're firing May because I'm over it.
Look, what did you remember?
It's a prank.
No,
No, I just remember because I was like, what are you talking about with Fern? I said it with Dowse. Dowse is very meticulous with
You see, he did use it.
There's over 1 billion words in this planet. We
have another one.
Have him give us one word, and he repeats a word.
Yes, to be confident. I know what that means.
Hey, you got it right though. See, so
No.
wait. That is proof. That is proof.
That
my
it's
words are
working.
making It's
Okay.
working, all right?
But as he was like, I have the answer, my brain was like, this sounds a little too familiar. And I was trying to figure out where I've heard this word.
When I read the word, it didn't sound familiar, but when I read the definition, I was like, that does sound kind of familiar.
I blame this on y'all watching and listening because y'all wanted me to be a part of it.
Y'all wanted him to choose the words. I think they need to start picking the words. Comment down below words.
Yeah, if you guys put words down in the comments with the definition, I'll pick that one next.
Oh, bruh. I think instead of May, we should just have a random listener on every episode.
Yep, I agree.
Give us the fucking word of the day.
Well, we're going to jump into today's topics.
Okay. Have you seen that Halloween during the summer is like a thing right now?
What do you mean?
You're like the biggest fucking Halloween fanatic and like you have no idea this is going on.
But explain Halloween in the summer.
Yeah, people are fully celebrating Halloween right now in the summer. And even stores are selling a lot of merchandise that's for Halloween in the summer.
I know the merch getting sold in the summer. That's been like a always thing.
No. Like they're strictly making summer things into Halloween theme. So like there's
What?
full watermelons as pumpkin carvings because watermelons represent like summer, I guess. But then the pumpkin represents Halloween. So it became like a
That's cute.
at least this is how I saw it. Let me know if y'all seen it too. But I saw it on social media that a lot of people are like, oh, I love Halloween, or like Halloween fanatics, like can't wait for Halloween. And like even me, I fucking love
Spooky
Halloween,
season,
spooky
yeah.
season. So people like online were like comedically being like, let's celebrate Halloween during the summer.
That's cute.
So everybody was doing that like Halloween summer. I forgot what they're calling it. So then stores started jumping in. Summerween, something like that. So stores started jumping in on it. And like I saw a TikTok of someone being like, wait, even the stores are in on this. So it was like a store selling like a bunch of summer colored and things, but Halloween themed.
What?
Yeah, I can't believe you haven't seen
I
that.
haven't seen it. Can I be honest about what's going on with me in Halloween this year?
I am the witch.
What? Me da asco.
Why?
Okay. Ugh. So, what?
Ew,
That sounded like an earthquake. Ay, babosa.
You heard that
I
too?
heard it. I was like, oh my God, it's happening.
It's scary, you guys, because sorry
Aquí
not to cut
siempre
you off. But
pasan.
aquí in our
Oh
we're
my
in a
God.
studio and it's just a bunch of warehouses around us. And sometimes I can't tell the difference between like if it's an earthquake or
Or
if
a
it's
truck.
like the sound of a truck or somebody opening their big ass fucking garage.
We heard it, man. He's looking at us
Yeah,
weird.
we
I heard it too.
He's like, I just farted.
No,
Imagine
it sounded like
I know.
like that. All scary. Woo.
I know. Okay, sorry. go ahead.
Okay. What was I saying? Oh,
Que te da
Halloween
asco.
me da asco.
Why?
Because last year I found out I was pregnant the first week of September. So I want to say like 2 weeks after I found out I was pregnant, my nausea started hitting really, really bad. So for all of September, October, November, and part of December, I was nauseous. Like my morning sickness, it's more like all day sickness. I don't know if it's ever happened to you that when you're sick y te vomitas, say you threw up Funyuns because that's the last thing you ate.
Yeah.
You connect Funyuns y te acuerdas and you're like, ugh, y te da asco.
Yeah.
So right now with me, remembering how nauseous I was last year during Halloween and all the spooky season, it reminds me of my nausea. So every time I see Halloween, I'm like, ugh. I'm
I know
so
exactly what you mean.
nauseous.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of how sick and awful I felt. But
How
I
they're
hate
correlated
it.
to
Yes,
each
and I
other.
hate it so much because Halloween is one of my favorite holidays.
Yeah.
So I'm like having a full meltdown. But I'm still buying my Halloween decor and I'm still gonna decorate and hopefully it like exposure therapy. The
Yeah.
more I'm doing my stuff, it goes away.
Uh-huh.
But right now when I'm like walking at Home Goods and I see
It's that
Halloween, I'm like,
escalofrío.
I'm gonna look this way.
Yeah.
So
I have a
hate
story like that.
it. A ver.
It was, okay, keep in mind, y'all, it was very Big Brother activities.
A ver.
So, a long time ago when we were little, me and Andrea were obsessed with s'mores. And we would literally make them in the microwave. Like, we would put the fucking s'more in there and just melt it and everything.
Ooh.
And I remember this one time, quedaba enough to make one more s'more. But if we were talking statistics and mathematically proven, that s'more was mine. Because quedaban like, say there was 2 more or whatever, like process of elimination. Andrea just had the last one, so this one was mine.
Okay.
But Andrea really fucking wanted a s'more. So a huevo, she starts crying to my mom that she wants a s'more, And I was like, that's mine. And my mom was going to give it to her. So I overheard. So then I was like, bitch. So I ran. You know, I did not want a s'more at all. Like, I wasn't craving it. It wasn't, like, in my taste buds. Like, nothing. I just, in my head, I was like, that's mine.
Maldoso.
Yeah, she was going to fucking eat mine. I had my name all over it. So then I fully made the s'more. And I remember, oh, my mouth's watering. I remember Andrea, like, watching me make it. And she was, like, crying because she wanted it. Because she fully, and Andrea loved marshmallows.
Oh, yeah.
I've always, like, since I was young, I've never really liked marshmallows. They're just kind of there for me. But she had an obsession. She would have, like, a bag a day.
She would just have a bag of marshmallows.
Yeah, so I think por eso se le antojaba más, because it was, like, one of her favorite, like, little snacks was marshmallows, and that was in a s'more, so she was just obsessed with them.
You know, I want s'mores
know.
so bad.
So basically, me being like, "That's mine," and I could have been nice and just let her have it because she wanted it, but so I made it, and then I ate it in front of her, and I was like,
You ass, qué
But
maldoso.
I got sick.
Ándele. Qué bueno, qué bueno.
I don't know what the like. It wasn't vencido or rancio, nothing, but like something about it just made me so nauseous in my stomach. Like I literally was like, "Ugh," and on the verge of throwing up. And one thing about me is I hate throwing up. Like I will hold that shit down as much as I can. I will never want to throw up. So it made me so nauseous to my stomach to the point where I remember trying to sleep and just being like, my
Was it late
stomach
when you
hurt.
ate it?
Yeah, it was really late.
Oh, maybe. That's
So
why.
from then on, I've always had a nasty correlation with s'mores. Remember you guys made them
Really?
at my house the other day?
Ajá.
Like I'll make it for like the vibes, but to like eat it, I'm just like,
No se te
like,
antoja.
it's because I still have that. Like even right now, my mouth watered, but I always correlate the eating with like a stomach ache. So I'm just like, hell no. And I just,
I'm good.
yeah. So that's another you're saying that story.
Ándele.
I feel like eventually you probably will get over it, but
I
it'll
better.
always be there. Like because that's how it is. Like I can eat s'mores now and I'll eat them, but I'll never enjoy it again or be like, ooh, I'm just like, ugh.
You're just
Or
like,
I'll never go out of my way to
asquito.
go buy things to make s'mores.
Yeah.
But yeah, it reminded me of that story.
Ándele, qué bueno, por maldoso.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
But anyways, I wanted to tell you that whole thing because I fully thought you were gonna be in on the lore.
No, I'm sad.
But okay, well, Yoatzi's not in on the club. But if you guys are in on the club and you guys have seen, it kind of has put me into like spooky season.
Are you gonna decorate this year?
No, not even that. It's just I had a scary story
I know.
that I wanted to save for Halloween. But because I know a lot of people are like in the Halloween vibes and spirit right now, I was just like, fuck it, let me just spare this one story.
I love spooky stories.
Because at the same time, like, what month are we in? August?
August.
September? Oh,
We're
wait.
not in August. We're still July.
No, this episode's going live in August. Dumbass.
You're right. You're famous.
You guys, sometimes I try to just pretend that
Pretty
these
not
episodes are being filmed the
smart.
week of, and she just ruins the dimension. Like, I'm like, this is going live in no, we're in fucking January.
I'm
Well,
sorry,
here
guys.
you guys have it first.
Time is fake. I don't live on a timeline. I'm just like floating.
I could see that. So I wanted to share a little spooky story.
Okay.
So I don't know if you remember, I've talked about this before, that I have a neighbor that I've never seen before. I think my dad has seen him, but I have never really I don't know what they look like or anything.
Like nunca ha salido de su casa.
Yeah. And like sometimes I want to be like, girl, does anybody even live there? But
Y'all go knock.
I know. But people have lived there. The most movement at this one time, I'm telling you, this house is always like super quiet. No movement, no sound, nothing. But one time I remember they threw like a party.
Oh.
And it was hella fucking people.
Oh, damn.
But I was like, oh, okay, people do live there then.
It's not empty.
Yeah, but another sign of people living there is that one of the lights is always on. Like it doesn't matter what time it is. Like it'll be 5 a.m. and I wake up for a glass of water or something. That light is always on.
Oh shit.
And I can see that light from my house. And I think for my whole life, I've only been living there for 2 years, but the whole 2 years that I've lived there, I think I've seen that light off once. But as soon as the sun starts setting, that light is on. So I feel like they just leave it on all fucking day.
Okay.
All day. Since I'll be coming back from the club, 2 a.m., it's on. I'll be waking up at like ass crack of dawn. It's on. Like, just never turn it off.
Turn it off, yeah.
So this one time, I think I've told you this one
I
before.
think so.
And I don't think I've shared it with y'all. But this one time I was fully decorating my upstairs and I ended up turning on my purple lights. So upstairs I have purple lights that I don't really turn on as much. But this one time I was like, oh, let me turn it on. I forgot I had these bitches up here.
Uh-huh.
So it'll light
Like
up
in
the
your little
whole
loft?
Yeah.
Okay.
But because my loft is like open and oversees the house, the whole top floor basically turns purple.
That's so pretty.
So I turned it on and I remember I was in my room already. I was on the phone with Booty. This is before he even lived with me.
Uh-huh.
And ya me iba a dormir and I was like, oh shit, my purple light is on. So I'm about to go to turn it off. And as I'm walking out, I can see that the light is on at my neighbor's house. Bitch, I look over you guys and all I see in that window is a fucking shadow standing there staring right out of the window into like me. And I was like, immediately I like gasped and ran back into my room and I was like, babe. And he's like, what? And I was like, you know that neighbor's house that I tell you that the light is always fucking on? I was like, somebody is right. Like, and I'm not talking like in a distance, like in the window. No, I mean like the fucking
in front of
blind
the
is
fucking
in their
window.
nose. Like they're sniffing the blinds. And I was like, and how scared that the first thing I look at when I walk out of my room is that. And it looked like okay, I'm gonna describe it to you guys. So I wouldn't even say it was like a full-on adult because it didn't look like a tall figure.
Okay.
It just looked like my height, maybe even a little shorter. But I feel like I could tell it was a woman or a girl because of the hair.
Okay.
But it was creepy because it almost like if my purple lights, it could have easily just been somebody being like, "B, what the fuck?" and like looking like, why are there purple lights on? It could have very easily been that. But it spooked me out just seeing a shadow there, no detail in the body or anything, just a shadow, and I could see long hair and staring right outside of the window into my window. So I got scared as fuck and I shared this story with my family. And I was like, you guys, this is happening.
And I was spooked as
Yeah.
fuck
So
because absolutely not.
after that, I was hiding in my room. I peek again and I see that they're still there. And I was like, oh, hell no. Like, this is not something I imagined. They're still there. So then I stay in my room and I think I stay in my room for like about an hour because I was like, I'm just going to wait for them to like leave or something. I fully convinced myself and I'm still like thinking right now, I was like, could have just been somebody standing there, like noticed a purple light and just wanted to look out the window. But I was like, I'm just going to wait for them to leave. So stayed in my room for like another hour and then I finally come out to turn off those purple lights and the shadow is gone.
I know.
So I was like, so I turned it off. I try not to spook myself. And yeah, I acabó la noche. Fast forward to not that long ago, maybe like a month ago. My mom stayed at my house. The first time my mom sleeps over at my house. So I have a guest room and stuff, but like y'all also know, like I have like a pool. So one time my mom was like, hey, like, can we go to your pool and like we can just spend the night? And like I wasn't home. So I was like, oh yeah, please do.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
my parents or you guys will like go to my house and I'm not there. And like I love it. So told my mom, I was like, yeah, of course, like you can use it, you can stay there, do whatever you want.
I don't think I know this part of the story.
No, 'cause
I'm
she just
so
told
scared.
me. I'm trying to remember what triggered me to have her tell me, but she called me. She's like, I have to tell you something.
Ay, no, ya
scary."
me voy, Luisito. I'm not going to your house ever again.
The scary thing is that like it always is like me, you, and my mom. Always. So she was like, remember that day that you let me stay at your house? I was like, yeah. So she didn't want to sleep in the guest room because she said she wanted to sleep in my living room so that the little AC can hit her.
Oh, okay.
Because like the vent is right there. And my dad doesn't like the house too cold. So she was like, I want the AC to specifically hit me. So I have 2 living rooms. My dad slept in one of the living rooms and my mom slept in the other one because my dad didn't want the AC to hit him. So he stayed over there and my mom stayed in the bigger one so that the AC can hit her directly. So she was like, I was literally sleeping on your living room and I don't even know where to go with this. Or how to explain. No, I'm like trying to explain it so I can set the fucking vibe right. So she's sleeping alone, and that living room that she was sleeping in is closer to that house where I saw the
like
shadow
the
thing.
window is
Yeah.
like right there.
So she said she's sleeping there. She was having trouble sleeping, couldn't sleep, and she hears a cry. She said, I promise you, it reminded me of like when I heard like La Llorona
I know.
in Mexico.
Mames.
She was like the exact. She did it, but like I don't even want to do it because I'm gonna butcher it. But she said it was like, I know I don't even want to
Do it.
But I don't even know how to
Like,
mock it. Yeah, like that. But she said it was loud as fuck. Like that. She said it was loud as fuck and like that. She said it was like a chillido, but just loud. And she said that it was loud enough to be like, wake her up. So she was like, I know that wasn't a fucking like a dream. She's like, that was not a dream. She's like, I heard it. She's like, and immediately as I heard that, I woke up. She said, and I looked and I saw the lights of that house were on.
Oh my
So
goodness.
she said she got scared as fuck and fell off the couch.
Wait, she did tell me this.
Did she tell you about the chillido or just that she fell?
No, she did. She did. I'm remembering
Oh, she
everything.
told
Because
you?
she literally told me the next day after
Oh,
it
okay.
happened. But es que ya pasó like what? It's almost been like a little month.
Yeah, it's been like
that
a
happened.
month.
I remember.
So she told me she fell off the couch and went and like woke up my dad. And she was like fully freaked out. And I told her, I was like, well, did you look in the window to see if maybe you saw what I had seen that day? She's like, fuck no. She's like, I just ran. She's like, I wanted
Yeah.
nothing to do with whatever I heard or saw. I didn't want to like test the waters. She's like, I just ran and I slept with your dad after
She
that.
told me that it's because Louie has like a sectional couch and it has like different parts.
Mhm.
She said she got so scared that she like jumped up and his couch, Louie's
Like
couch,
separated.
like separated and she was stuck in the middle.
It was like she like fell
Like,
through and was like,
her butt was like in and her legs and head were like popping up. So she was stuck, but she was so freaked out. She was like, "Ah!" Like she couldn't get out
Yeah.
and she was so fucking scared. Por eso me acordé. Oh,
Yeah, she was
my
like,
God.
I don't want to tell you because like I knew you had already told me about like what you had seen. She's like, and then I don't want to add and like have you be scared. And I was like,
I'm terrified of your
And,
house now.
yeah, that scared the shit out of me. But I find comfort in my surroundings. Because I was like, okay, it fully could have been a chillido, but that doesn't mean it had to have been a ghost. It could have just been my neighbor crying out.
That's more normal.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. And it was 3 in the fucking morning.
Of
She
course
said-
it was.
Yeah, she said, pa acabarla, when I grabbed my phone, she said, I saw that it was 3 in the morning.
Of course.
Yes. I forgot that big ass fucking detail.
What if she's haunted?
No. I don't know. And like, so my theory, I'm really trying to convince myself that it's like nothing. But like, I live there. But I have different theories. So one of my theory is that like, what if they have an elderly person living there, like their parent or something?
Uh-huh.
And that theory makes the most sense to me, but I want it to make sense because I don't want to be scared of living in my own
Right.
house. But that theory makes sense to me because I'm like, okay, say they have like an elderly person living there with them. What if that's why they always leave the light on? Like that person needs to be able to see in case they wake up at night or something.
Yeah.
I was like, and 2, it could explain why I've never seen them and they're not in and out, because if they're taking care of somebody there, then like maybe they have to be there with them all the time. I was like, and 3, although that chillido was scary as fuck, I was like, it could have been if it is an elderly person, like, I don't know, they were just crying or they needed help or something.
I know, that's
But-
so scary. And the fact that it was loud enough for my mom to hear it, like it's
Yeah.
like a house away.
Yeah.
That must have been loud.
Yeah, so I was like, no. So scared
I
the fuck
know.
out of me. But the other thing that like I find comfort in, I was like, I know dogs can like sense like
bad
bad
vibes.
vibes. And I was like, my dogs sleep near that area. I was like, actually I have heard them bark and like wake me up a few times, but
It's probably because of the lady.
no, because there's like cats and stuff that will pass. I've personally never heard anything with my own ears or like felt any type of like scary vibe in my house. So I find comfort in that. And I was like, and maybe my dogs would like let me know. I don't know, but
And what do you think the lady was doing just standing there looking at your house?
well, the purple light.
Well,
Well, because like, what a coincidence.
it's a party.
Because like, what a coincidence. The only time I've turned on my purple lights is the time that they like popped
She's
up
like,
there.
din, din.
Yeah, what if she was just like,
Ay.
¿Y estos qué?
Ay,
I
¿qué
don't
están
know.
haciendo? I know.
But
that's
that's
fucking
just
scary, dude.
How I find comfort in like this whole scary thing.
I know what fucking neighborhoods did we move into.
I know. You guys let me know. Are you guys leaning towards like, oh hell no, that's some scary shit? Or are you leaning towards like, okay, Louie, your theory makes sense,
I feel like your theory, in my opinion, your theory definitely makes sense.
right?
But it's
Alright.
still
I was
spooky as
scared,
fuck.
right?
No, it's still spooky as fuck.
Yeah.
I know. Para que se te quite. Because fucking Louie and Andrea are terrified of my house, apparently.
Yeah, I am so scared of Yoatzi's house. And it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Why?
I don't want to say it, but like, I feel like I have a good sense of energy when something's scaring the fuck out of me for no goddamn reason. But your house is so scary to me.
Let me tell you guys real quick.
What?
No, not something scary that happened. What you and Andrea did. I don't know where I was at, but I wasn't in my house, and Andrea needed to borrow some clothes.
Yeah.
So they were like, can we go to your house and get Andrea an outfit? And I was like, yeah, go ahead. I'll unlock it for you guys. I'll do everything. Go ahead, go in. They're on FaceTime with me. And they're like, Andrea, we're fucking, no, Yoatzi, we're scared of your house. I'm like, why? And they're like, hurry, Andrea. They're like fucking running in my stairs. They're like, hurry, run. I'm like,
so
you
scary.
guys. And they're like, don't fucking hang up. It's so fucking scary in here. And I was like, why?
It's so scary. And then like, we were like, Yoatzi, your mirror's on. She's like, I left it on.
It was like, why is that mirror on? I was like, it's always on.
And then there was like, I was about to leave and there was like a little nightlight or something on. So I was trying to turn it off and it was making all these scary ass sounds. So then we're like, why is this shit like making sound? Yotzi's like, it's a nightlight for the kids.
It's my what's it called? It's a little light for the kids and it does
sound
blind noise or what's it called?
Something, yeah.
White noise. It plays white noise. So it's like shh.
And I was like, ah! Like we thought we found like the fucking scary possession. Poltergeist, yeah. Because I was hitting the power button and then it would make that sound and wouldn't turn off. Oh, no. And then what scared us while she's on the phone is I was like, I couldn't turn it off. So I was just like, oh, let me just unplug it. And that shit is still on. I was like, no! Like I fully thought I had the possession in my hands. Y'all would not tell me you wouldn't be scared if something's being scary as fuck and you're like, let me just unplug it so it can like fully shut down and it's still on. And Yoatzi was like, oh, it's because it's battery operated. I was like, I'm over it.
It works like that. I know.
Yeah, that shit was scary and your house is fucking scary.
This episode of Pretty Not Smart is brought to you by Huggies Little Snugglers. Huggies is the only leading brand with all-around blowout protection for sizes 1 and 2. All my parents out there know that there is nothing worse than a blowout, especially when they happen when you least expect it and then you don't have extra clothes for the baby. Oh my God, that has happened to me more times than I would have liked. But thanks to Huggies Little Snugglers, that is not a problem anymore. Huggies Little Snugglers are up to 100% leak-proof with blowout protection in the front and back on sizes 1 and 2, so you can feel confident relying on them for your little ones. Huggies Little Snugglers, now with blowout protection in every direction, sizes 1 through 2. Huggies, we got you, baby.
This episode of Pretty Not Smart is brought to you by Booking.com. Booking.yeah. From vacation rentals to hotels across the U.S., Booking.com has the ideal summer stay for anyone, even those who might seem impossible to please. Whether you're booking for yourself, your partner, your family, no importa for who, Booking.com has a booking for anyone. So you can find exactly what you're looking for. I have a pretty big family and I have a lot of friends and we have our partners and it's just a big group every time we travel. But one of our essentials whenever we're going to travel is everyone needs their own room. We don't like to share rooms. Each partner has their own room. My parents have their own room. My friends have their own room. And sometimes that seems a little crazy because there's so many of us. But if we can find the perfect booking for all of us, I know Booking.com has it for y'all too. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.yeah. Book today on their site or on the app.
But I promise my house is not freaking haunted, eh?
There's two possibilities. Nah, just kidding. It's because, okay, I totally respect people who don't believe in like spooky shit. Like, I get it. There's some people who really are just like, they want to see everything like logically and self-explanations. And I, as somebody who believes in all the supernatural stuff, I've found a common ground with people where I'm like, okay, I believe in it. You don't, and you know what? Like, that's fine.
We'll just agree to disagree.
But I feel like it's altered my brain to try to always think of possibilities.
You always try to, like, come up with a logical
explanation, because I know that's how, like, those people are. So I'm like, okay, let me try to find a logical explanation to it. And, like, even for Yoatzi's house, I've kind of sat there and, like, tried to find a logical explanation as to being like, maybe this is why I find her house scary. But both the odds are scary. So I feel like your house has always given me a scary vibe. But it didn't help that scary shit has happened to you while living there. And then finding the history of like where you live just didn't help with the situation. But then when I go to your house and I feel like there's a scary vibe, the explanation to me that makes me feel better and be like, okay, maybe it's not that her house is scary, is that I think we're just so used to being your house full of like noise, joy, people, humans, kids running around. Like, so I feel like when you're not there and we are there, that's what it like. It almost feels weird because like even if I'm like at your house and I have to go upstairs and you're all downstairs, I am scared to go upstairs.
And so that makes sense. Is if it's like quiet and like dark, te va a dar miedo because you're so used to always being bright and lit up
Or
with the
hearing
kids.
like the kids or something. So I
Right.
feel like when, like, for example, when I went with Andrea, it felt so off. I think that was like one of the only times I've been in your house without you being there.
Yeah.
That like I walked in there and I was like, I feel Andrea were like, you go first. I was like, oh, bitch, you go first. But I
Fuck
think it's because there
them.
was no like, so like you can open the door, but I'll hear May like on the phone upstairs or like Ella like jumping off the ceiling or like
Yeah.
just noises
always
everywhere or the
noise.
TV's on or something. So I feel like even when we're at parties at your house, if we're
Yeah.
downstairs and have to go upstairs to get something and it's like quiet, I'm like,
You're like, I don't
"Mm."
think so.
Yeah, so that's kind of been my explanation. I'm like, maybe it's not that it's.
I honestly feel like there might be ghosts in my house.
Eh.
But they're friendly and they like me.
Fuck you, all doing glam.
No, because I've seen, I mean, I don't tell you guys everything I see with
Fuck
my third
you.
eye. But no, I feel like I definitely am a little brujita vibes. And I do see certain things sometimes, but I'm just like, it's okay. Like, it's nothing scary. No te voy a decir because then you're going to get more
I
scared.
do not want to hear it.
Maybe I'll tell you during Halloween.
Ew,
Poor Louis. Like, I'm never going to
this
your
was
house
May
again.
wants to say something.
Okay, so on TikTok, there's a guy who has a friendly ghost in his house.
Oh,
I
I've
don't know
seen
if
it.
it's fake. I don't know. I don't look too deep
No,
into his account.
I've seen it. It's really
You've seen it?
cool.
This guy, the one clip that I saw, the only clip that I saw, it was like captioned, perks of having like a friendly ghost in your house. And I was
Yeah.
like, what? And the guy closed his dryer and his cat jumped inside without him noticing it.
Yeah.
And the friendly ghost, kept doing something where the guy was like, what the fuck? Like he would like flip a switch and then it would turn off. And he's
It
like,
was giving him signs to tell him, like, dude, go get your
Yeah.
cat out.
so he kept doing like 5 different times. He's like, the fuck? He's like, what? He's like, what's going on? He's like, are you trying to tell me something? And it happened again. He's like, what? Opens it and the cat jumps out of the dryer.
Yeah.
And he's like, thank you, like Bethy, or I'm not sure
Yeah,
what the
but
name
he
he
has
gave
like
it, but
a
it's
little
fucking
friendly
weird.
ghost, and like the ghost like does little pranks on him. Like they're like,
I don't like that.
and they're like, he records like a lot of the stuff and things move, or he'll like prank him and like drop his cereal or like a bunch of stuff
I'd
like
be
that.
Prank him with agua bendita.
Ya, lárgate de
Like,
aquí.
my turn. Yeah, that's really scary. I don't know, but
Spooky, scary skeleton.
makes me excited for spooky season.
I know, I'm excited. I really hope we get to do, well, we have to do another episode where we read like scary stories.
Yeah, I love scary
I
stories. I just
know.
don't like when they happen.
I know. And then maybe we'll bring in one of our friends that has like scary stories.
Yeah, unfortunately, Yoatzi and I, well, unfortunately, we don't really have that many more scary stories because I feel like we've shared so many of them from like
Yeah.
our past already that I say unfortunately because we love telling them, but fortunately because I don't want any more. But we really want to have like more guests or friends or somebody who can just come on here and share their scary stories
Yes.
along with reading your guys's. But yeah, I'm really excited to
Me
hear
too.
more of it.
So from now on, we have August, September, 2 months. If anything happens scary, save it for October.
Yeah,
Write
ojalá
in
que
and
no.
But I want to get into something since you were talking about viejita vibes. The scary viejita. I want to talk about
What?
viejitos.
What?
And how a veces se pasan de verga. I have a story to tell you.
A ver.
I don't know if you've... I feel like it's just like the older generation sometimes will say like very out of pocket things, or like they're very not everyone, they're very like judgmental to the new ways, just like how kids are nowadays.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah. Like they're still very stuck on like their ways.
their ways, and like their ways are the right ways, and
Mhm.
like I have a story, and I posted a little bit on Snapchat,
Mhm.
and I was like, I'm gonna save it for the
Mm.
podcast. I didn't tell them what happened, but I went to the Cabazon outlets
Oh, okay.
and I went shopping. I took notes. And it's because I didn't want to forget it because I was cracking up. I was like, no way did this just happen to me. So I took a little breastfeeding break, and I was like, okay, I'm going to like breastfeed.
It's always when you're breastfeeding.
And for real.
Mhm.
And there was a señora who was working, estaba limpiando like the mesas. But she, ya estaba grande la señora. She was probably like, maybe like in her 60s, maybe like 50s. Ya
Aw.
estaba grande la señora, and she was like wiping down tables. And then she was like, a ver tu niño. And then I was like, oh, yeah. And Dante was in the bassinet. And he was just chilling. She's like, a ver tu niño. She's like, ay, qué bonito. And she was like, ¿por qué lo tienes acostado así? And he was laying down in his little bassinet. So he's just like laying down facing up. And she was like, why is your baby laying like that? And I was like, oh, like he's fine. She was like, that's why he's crying. And she was like, his belly's up. He's not supposed to be like that. He's supposed to be risen up. Like, why is he laying down like that? She's like, how would you like it if they lay you down like that? I was like,
Oh, schooling you?
yeah. And okay, mind you, she was telling me all of this in Spanish. Alex doesn't speak Spanish.
So he's like,
So Alex was just smiling on the side. And he was just like, just like happy. And I'm like, this lady all, and at first I was like, oh, you know, she's just putting in her little commentary. I know a lot of like older people tend to do this. Yeah. And then she starts talking to the baby. I really hate when people fucking do this. I have trauma from this, from like older people they'll throw low blows at parents, but in a cutesy voice.
I know exactly what you mean.
So she was like, let me do it in Spanish, okay? And then I'll do it in English. She was like, ay, pobrecito, el bebé lo tienen todo acostado mal. Ay, dile a tu mamá cómo le va a gustar si le hacen eso a ella.
I know exactly what
ay,
you
no,
mean.
esa mamá no cuida a su niño.
I know exactly what you mean.
Because I'm like, bitch, you're throwing low blows at me, but you're trying to make it cute.
Yeah, very much like, let me be shady, but I'm going to be cute to your baby.
Yeah, so basically she was saying like, oh, your mom, like she doesn't know how to take care of you. She's laying you with your belly faced up. How would she like it if we put her in there? And I was just like, let me see what else happened. Oh, yeah, she said that, and then...
Wait, so is it a woman or a man?
A woman.
Well, it's because you started with saying viejo.
Vieja.
You said viejo.
Sorry, it was a
rewind.
Vieja.
So that's why this whole time I'm like, where's the viejo coming in?
No, it's a lady. It's a lady.
Okay.
It's a señora. And she's all telling me all that. I'm like, okay. So then I grab the baby, and I'm like, I'm just going to, like, feed him. And then I feed him. She leaves. She's, like, walking around, still, like, keeping an eye on me. And then I start to, like, burp him. And she was just like, mija, dale agua. And I'm like, what? She's telling me to give my baby water. Dante was 2.5 months at that time. You're not supposed to give babies water until they're like 4 or 5 months.
Oh, shit.
No water. You're not supposed to give them any water.
Just
not yet.
Milk.
Just milk. And she was like, no, mija, dale agua. Like, give him water. He's thirsty. That's why his little mouth is all white. He's so thirsty. And I was just like, oh, okay. At this point, I was like, oh, you're going to be annoying as fuck, huh?
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah. She was just like, no. She was just like, and I was drinking water. She was like, just like you're thirsty, he's thirsty too. Give him water. And I was like, well, what the fuck? Do you want me to give him water right here? I was just like, no. I was like, he's fine. He's drinking milk. She's like, milk doesn't take thirst away. Water does. You need to give him some water. I was like, and Alex was just there, laughing on the side. And then I was like, yeah, go away. And then I grab a fan and I start like airing him because it was hot. And she was like, he's not hot. I was like, what? She was like, their babies aren't hot. They don't get hot. And she was like, think about it. He was in your womb for 9 months. It's hot in there. They don't feel heat. I'm like, no mames.
Man, he wasn't breathing in there either. Is he not going to breathe now?
Right. I was like, no mames. What do you mean he doesn't feel heat? And then she was like, you don't need to be doing that. She was like, don't be putting air in his face. He's not hot. I was like, hija de tu chingada madre. And I just kept biting my tongue and I was just like, like, yeah. And I was just like, ay, ya lárguese, señora. And then I just kept telling her, yeah, like, yeah, like, whatever. And eventually she was just like, she just left.
He left.
I think she got the hint. But I know, I was so annoyed, dude. I was just like, and it reminded me of how, like, a lot of old people just think that their ways are, like, the right ways. And I just feel like she was just giving me a big regañada for nothing.
Or just, like, she doesn't know you. You don't know her. Like, don't. I mean, I'm not a parent, but unless you're doing something actually bad, you don't deserve to be like fucking
and
taught how to be a parent through
all
somebody
I was
else.
doing was chilling with my baby, was gonna breastfeed him, and I put the little fan on him just to make sure he wasn't hot.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're hot or not, but I was putting airecito on him just in case, and I'm over here getting regañada, and I'm like, I know, but I feel like a lot of older people do that, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I really hate that.
Me too. I feel like, and they also have no chill. Like,
they
I
have
feel
no
like,
chill.
Yeah, I just think in general. Well,
It's
I'm talking more
señoras.
viejitos.
I'm thinking of like señoras, like older señoras.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking more like viejitos. I feel like a lot of viejitos and viejitas, they are very much like they have like an I don't give a fuck mentality when it comes to like just everyday tasks, like the way they drive, Sometimes,
vale.
like, if they bump into you, like, nah, madre. Like, it's just very much like, I feel like they're very much living like, girl, I'm over it. Like,
yeah, ho.
I lived my
I
life.
live my life.
And
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's very much like, I feel like they're probably just tired of being nice. I don't know.
No,
Not all of them.
Yeah,
There's
not all
a
of
lot
them.
of older people, and I have a
It's
lot of older
just-
people in my life who are very fucking sweet. But I'm talking about just the rude ones that are very
Unos
much
que
like,
se pasan
"Hey,
de verga. I have another story that I'm pretty sure I've told you guys.
which one?"
But in case you don't remember, I'm going to tell you guys again because I am shooketh to the core to
Like
this
on the
very day.
podcast?
I might have said it on the
Babe, I think I
podcast.
have fucking piojos or something. I'm hella itchy.
Ew.
I swear.
Ew.
I'm gonna go check it. Nah, I'm just kidding.
You're like, hello?
I'm like,
they jump out.
bitch.
Okay, so this story happened to me when I still lived in Watsonville and I went to the Ross in Watsonville. You know where Ross
Feel
is
like
next
I'm
to Target.
remembering a little bit.
Ay. Okay, well, if I told you, I need to tell them again, que se pasan de verga. I was trying on shoes. I was trying on these really cute heels, minding my own business. I was like, oh, I like these, checking them out in the mirror. I was by myself. And then some viejito, dude, this pinche viejito, todo arrugadito. He was like maybe in his like 70s. Ya estaba bien viejito, apenas si caminaba el don. He's just staring at me, trying on my shoes, right? And I'm just like, whatever. He gets closer to me. He's like, qué bonitos zapatos. And then I was just like, oh, me being nice. I've always been really nice. I was like, oh, gracias. Like, ¿quieres que te los compre? He basically is like, he was like, you want me to buy you your shoes? And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, no, I'm okay. Like, I'm good. And then he's like, no, yo te los compro.
would've said yes.
Deja que te los compre. And then I was like, no, señor. He just kept telling me, like, let me buy you those shoes. And I was like, no, señor. Yo me puedo comprar mis propios zapatos. Gracias. He's like, ay, deja que te los compre. He's like, pues si quieres que te los compre, me avisas. Basically being like, I don't know. I felt like in his head, I was like, if I buy her the shoes, she'll want me.
Ew.
But it was giving me those vibes like dirty vibes. It wasn't
Yeah.
being cute. Like, can I buy you those shoes? I'm like, why does an old ass man offer to buy me shoes? Like,
Yeah.
that's weird. Okay. And it gave me the ick and it grossed me out. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to leave. Like,
Yeah.
this viejito's being a creep. Because he just kept staring at me, checking me out. And I was like, this viejito's being a creep. So then I leave and I go to the purse section. Estúpido baboso. He was all pushing his little wife in a wheelchair. It pissed me the fuck
shit, I was not
off.
expecting that.
Pissed me off so much. He was all just driving his little wife around. And I know it was like, you could tell that was his wife. And I'm like, estúpido. You're over here with taking care of your wife and you're being a fucking puerco over here.
He wanted to be your sugar.
Yeah, he wanted to be my sugar. Oh, dude, it pissed me the fuck off. And I was like, le voy a decir a su viejita. But I was like, no, she's cute. I don't want to ruin her day. Or like, ay, pinche viejo. It like, ugh.
Oh, hell no.
But very much those vibes of like, I think they're old. They just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Les
I don't
vale
feel
madre.
like I've had a crazy interaction with like an older person. Like I'm really trying to think, and I didn't think so. I think I've just like, I mean, not a personal interaction. I think I've just witnessed them very much like I don't give a fuck mentality, where like sometimes they feel like like I've been in stores where they're like giving people a hard time, or like
Oh,
they bumped
yeah.
into people in carts, or like
Move.
very much like fully just like move, bitch. Like I feel like those are the interactions I've had with older people, but not something like scary.
Yeah,
But-
I've definitely been regañada a few times by old people.
Recently, I went to Vegas for Booty's birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and I was approached by like an older couple. They weren't like viejitos, but they were like older.
Uh-huh.
And they were really sweet, though. I feel like it was a breath of fresh air. I always get scared because of, like you said, some of them are like stuck in old ways and thoughts and mentalities. And sometimes that comes with like the LGBTQ plus AIA community. So I was like a little nervous, but they were so sweet. They were just like having a conversation with us and like admiring us and like just saying like the sweetest things ever. And
Oh,
then
to
she
you
was
guys, like for being a
"Yeah."
cute couple.
Yeah, and then she was like, "Oh, I have Instagram." So she was like trying to like find us, but like it was so cute because like you can tell they're like still trying to like use stuff and shit like that. But yeah, just the whole thing was like really sweet, which I loved. It was like a breath of fresh air.
Oh, see a cute little
Yeah,
couple.
because sometimes they just stare and they're mean. Nah, just kidding.
I feel like I'm getting scared of like getting older, like every year that goes by. with I don't know why. I think this year too specifically, I've been so anxious about my age and the way I look and my appearance. I'm like, am I really getting old? Because I'm gonna be 30.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's been on my mind. Like I don't want to get old,
Me
but like
either.
it's part of life. And I also feel like what's making me feel old is all the new lingo and all the new memes and all the new stuff that's going on social media that I don't understand sometimes. I'm like, I'm falling behind. And I work on social media. So that I feel like there's just so much it's hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
For example, look, I need to ask you something.
What?
There is a phrase or a word that people keep using on comments. I see it everywhere and I don't know what it means. And finally, I screenshotted it because I was like, I need to ask Louie, what does this mean? I hope
most
Louie,
likely won't know what it means.
I'm going to tell you. It's Tibau.
Oh, why did I know you were going to say that one?
What the fuck is that?
It means, you don't know either, man? Well, to be
They
fair,
commented on everything. They're just like, Sibao. Or like, it'll be something in Sibao.
to
I'm like,
be
what?
fair, I had to like search this up because I finally was to the point where I was like, what does this mean? I would see it all the time.
Sybau.
It means shut your B-ass mouth.
Wait, what?
Shut your B-ass mouth. If y'all have seen that before.
It's shut your big ass up. Or B-A up. Because you said big ass mouth. It's B-A-U.
No, yeah. Like shut your bitch ass mouth. I just didn't want to say the full.
It doesn't have an M for mouth. It's Sibao.
Oh, well, same shit. Like shut your bitch ass up.
Okay.
I just didn't want to say the bitch ass part.
Are you serious?
I just meant like mouth, but yes.
Oh my God.
So you can imply what you're shutting up.
Oh.
So that's what it means.
And I thought it meant, you want to know what I thought it meant?
What?
Because I was like, this has to have like a hidden message. It's probably like every word stands for like, every letter stands for a word. So I was like, it's probably sit your butt ass up or like sit your butt down.
Hey, you were close.
Yeah.
I couldn't even like start. I didn't even know what to start sound. I was just like.
But I thought it was sit your butt. Like sit down. And they're saying shut your.
It's basically the new generation's way of saying STFU. Shut the fuck up.
Oh
But it's like,
my God, that puts
yeah.
it in a crazy perspective.
So for us, it's STFU, but for them, it's just like, shut your bitches. But they'll do it as like.
Oh my gosh.
They'll use it like if you're making a video and you're like being annoying, or like if you're doing a story time, or I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
No, I get
just
it.
kind of how I see it.
I'm going to use it.
But for real, for everything.
everything.
No, if y'all see us replying to haters and being like, SYUB, bring your own beer, then y'all know why.
Dude, isn't that like crazy though? Like now that you put it into perspective that it's our STFU, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
So I know people don't use LOL anymore. That's
or
like
OMG. It's not really a
OMG?
thing.
No, OMG?
I feel like the younger generation does not use OMG.
Okay, I'm gonna stop using it because I still fucking use it and they're gonna think I'm vieja.
Yeah. I was gonna say like I
No more
definitely
OMG.
feel older because of that same feeling of like, I'm like, well, I don't really understand the newer lingo. I don't really fall in with like the category of like the youngins. And stuff like that. And like the lingo.
There's so
and
much.
Just like their style. I think in the real world, standing outside, I don't get that feeling. But on social media, I do.
Same.
Like, because, and I totally understand it. Like social media, it's time moves very fast. Like it is. I've always said this, and I feel like if for anybody who does social media, you might like understand it, or even as like a consumer, you might understand it. Social media moves so fast.
Oh gosh.
I don't know how to word it. If I say I fucking I don't know how to explain it. Just things almost need to be coming out in real life time for people to still care for it, or they're gonna get over it and move on and go on to the next thing.
Fresh.
Yeah, it's very like, even with like drama, I'm gonna be so straight up with drama. Like a lot of this shit and why people are like, I'm over it, is because it moves so fast. Like it's just like there's drama with this person. Okay, the next day is this person, the next person is this person, and it's just like it moves like that. And that's how it is with content as well. I feel like it just moves so fast that people are like, I'm over it.
There's just so much content, and I feel like our attention spans have definitely shortened just like crazy, everybody's. But so since people don't use OMG anymore, what's the replacement for OMG? Shut the fuck up.
For real. No, it's just I think OMG falls into like they don't use that. LOL, they don't use that.
What do they still use? LMAO, LMFAO?
Yeah, I feel like I see that one.
Okay, because I still use that one.
But
Because I'm genuinely fucking laughing.
Yeah, it's just like, or even the meanings of certain emojis.
Do you remember RO Rolf rolling on floor laughing?
No, I don't think I ever used that one.
Rolling on floor laughing. Ruffle. Rolling on floor laughing. So before you,
that's boomers.
Because you were like cracking the fuck up. It was instead of LMFAO, it was ROFL, like rolling on the floor laughing. And I just saw a comment. People are fucking mean about this girl. I don't know if you saw that trend saying like, I don't know about you, but I carry pancakes everywhere. And it's just showing girls that don't have like a big old booty. They just don't really have a booty. Mm. And somebody commented that. They were like, somebody was rolling on the floor too literally. Like she rolled her ass off the floor too literally. But so that one isn't used. Heard that one. Yeah. Is there any other ones that you could think of?
There's a lot, but I feel like I can't think of them like at the top of my head because like right now I really only use a few, and it's always like IDK, LOL,
IDK. I still use IDK,
LMFAO or LMAO, and that's probably it. I honestly use more
memes.
No, I use a lot of pictures. You guys use
so many like pictures and memes. Are they not called memes anymore?
Huh?
Are they not called memes anymore?
They're called memes. Just kidding.
Oh yeah, Louie and their like gay slang. I try to keep it, but they're too quick.
Yeah, it's like a lot of like little, or I use a lot of insiders instead of like shit like that.
What are insiders?
Like just things that like me and like, for example, like, hey Marlene. That's now we've shared it with like a lot of people, so everybody goes, hey. Well, our viewers. Well, I guess it's still an insider because only we get it.
Right.
Yeah, like us listening and us between us, like if we comment on something like, hey, we know what it means, but someone's like, hey Marlene. Or like I see a lot of people using this one too now. It'll be like MMMBIH. Uh-huh. Like within us, me and Adam use it as like babe. Like that's what it means.
Like, and yeah, okay, I get it because I'm all part of it. I get it now. So Louie and Adam have a lot of their lingo like that, and I feel like it starts spreading to like everybody around them, and like even you guys are listeners. But babe, that's one that like Andrea uses all the time. Or in text, they'll be babe.
Well, yeah, because a lot of y'all listening will comment, so me and Adam will find it funny, so we'll like share it to each other, like because it's funny when it's like obviously used the right way because we all know how to use it. Or what's another one that I'll see?
No, the new one right now.
That one. Marlene. That's what I was gonna say. So I'll be like, if I do something where it's like out of pocket, or it's like just I don't know, they'll just be like, I know Marlene.
I know Marlene.
But it's funny because it's like not even like to Marlene because we all just use it as like
we use it to each other.
Like, I'm over it.
But when you use it to Marlene, it's special because it's for Marlene.
It's for Marlene. She was the CEO Marlene. And co-founder of that one. Yeah, no, it's funny how everything moves and changes. But I mean, like one of the things that's made me feel like the oldest when it comes to social media is the whole new platform of like streamers.
Streaming.
That's like really, really new. And I feel like the reason I've been able to maintain my relevancy for all these years is because I've always hopped onto like what's the new platform.
Right.
But streaming is different. It's like, I don't know. Because, okay, I used to do lives. If anyone out there remembers or you found me on there, shout out to y'all.
Lives on Instagram.
No, bitch. This is OG. All right.
On Omigo looking at those big ass.
No, it's funny because somebody recently was like, oh my God, Lou, I remember when I found you on this app. All right.
What app?
It's called You Now. You did You Now,
I remember You Now.
So if y'all remember You Now, that was basically before Instagram Live, before TikTok, before all of that. It was like you would download this app to go live on there. And I built such a huge community through there as well, because I'm telling you guys, I was jumping on everything. I was like Snapchat, YouTube, like fucking everything. And I remember You Now was like a big thing back then for people who were on Musical.ly. So I made a You Now, and I would go live all the time.
I remember.
And I gained a really big following on there, and then a lot of the people I met through there ended up supporting me through YouTube as well. But it was crazy because I was like, the closest thing I've ever gotten to like streaming will probably be like You Now and like our lives on TikTok and stuff. Mm-hmm. But like streaming is that's different. To me, I consider streaming like reality TV. I don't even like consider it as like content.
Right.
It's content because the people watching make it content. but it's reality TV in my eyes.
I'm so intrigued and I want to try it so bad. But I'm scared. This is how I feel. I want to try it. I've been like, I keep thinking about it. I'm like, fuck, dude, I really want to do it. But because it's all the youngins doing it, I feel like they're gonna be like, get this old lady out of here. And I'm like, am I really that old though? Like I am, but just compared to the fresh people who are doing it.
No, there's a lot of. I feel like the older people are the ones who started streaming, but the youngins are starting on streaming. So it's like that's where it comes in as like, get out. Because like the way that I see where people are like, you're too old for this is because like we've been doing this for so long. Where it's like, I know now you want to stream. So it's giving like, I know Marlene.
That's how I feel. That they're going to be like, really?
Because there's a lot of older people who are streaming, but those people who are...
They've been streaming for a long time.
Or that's how they started. So for them, it's not giving old. It's giving like, hey, this is your platform. Like you did it. So I feel like for us to go on stream, it's giving like, I know Marlene.
I don't give a fuck.
Well,
I'll see you on my Twitch.
Yeah, I'm saying like I don't want to say never is never, and I don't give a fuck if people don't want me there. Just kidding.
I'm gonna go
because even like the podcast, thanks to you guys, the podcast is a thing. But even the podcast was a very scary platform for us to try
to jump on it.
Because I was like, we didn't start as podcasters. We didn't know much about this like before we started, and there was a few podcasts that I listened to, but there's a whole new platform, and thanks to you guys and for your support, we were able to maintain it.
Maintain the BBL. But it's our baby now.
Keep it. But I'm just like, yeah, that's different.
So what would you do if like I just pull up with like a little crew behind me and I'm streaming? I'm like, hey Louie.
Wait, if you
pulled up to your house. It's like, hey bitch.
I'd get a sign and write, I know Madeline. And I'd, like,
no,
pull it up.
He pull up a sign and be like, Sibao.
Or else Sibao.
Sibao. He's like, get the fuck out. Is that one that is still used? GTFO? Get the fuck out.
I haven't really seen that one be used.
I know, I need to check in.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to say never. I mean, never say never, but
I think you guys should comment down below and tell Louie, because they're pussy. We should do something fun like with our friends and then just stream it.
No, bitch. We cannot drag all of our friends.
What's PMO? Post-menstrual cycle? Pissing me off?
Pissing me off.
Pissing me off. It's not pissing me off anymore? PMO? What is it?
So PMO to us, right, is piss me off.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's put me on.
What?
Put me on.
Like this, put me on. I'm like, put you on.
And so you're telling I've seen it before. So what they mean is put me on. I thought they were just saying pissing me off this whole time. That's another one I see.
Off?
Pissing me off.
Yeah, PMO. This a little bit. This PMO. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody uses it differently. Just start asking people how old are you, so you know how they mean it.
I'd be like, bitch, are you 10?
Someone's like, this pee me out. I'll be like, wait, how old are you, so I know how you mean it.
Is it pissing you off or put you on? Yeah, but I'm gonna tell Louie to stream with me one day.
I know, Madeline. I'm just kidding. You could do this. If I'm gonna try streaming, I'm gonna do it with somebody who's done it, so I already know what I'm doing. Right.
Okay.
So we're gonna be standing there like, now what?
It's just like live, but they just follow you.
Well, babe, you can't just like do it. You have to be entertaining, bitch.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm saying it's like lives. Like when you go on lives and you're talking to your people and you're entertaining them, but more of like.
I don't go on live.
Oh, that's right, huh?
So I don't even know how to do. I feel like Yoatzi's more unfiltered, and you could probably be good at like what is it? Streaming.
They'll clip her and she'll be drama forever.
I know. But for me, I feel like. I know when I like to know when I'm being recorded and stuff. I imagine I take someone's phone away. Because remember I talked about that in the last episode when like people take. Yeah. Imagine I like forget my my streamers recording me and I'm like,
stop!
I'm like, what the fuck are you recording? Right? It's all fucking trauma for me.
Yeah, can you stop following me?
I know. I like forget. I'm like, why the fuck? It's like triggers me.
The guy's like, I'm working for you.
They're like, Louie fights his videographer. Like,
I hate you. You'd be like Bad Bunny when he got the phone and threw it at the ocean. Remember that?
Oh, something.
Bad Bunny, like he was like, a guy put his phone or a girl was taking pictures of Bad Bunny super close and he was just over it. So he got the phone and just like threw it and broke it.
I don't remember that. So yeah, who knows? Maybe you'll see Yoatzi streaming or me streaming. I just kidding. Probably not me, but probably Yoatzi. Well, no, actually, no, never say never.
I never
Like
say
going back and forth.
never.
I probably will, but probably joining other people's streams.
No, I think he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna do it.
I think it would be fun to join other people's streams, and I think it'd be funny. But I don't know if I could host my own stream. I'm not like
I'm gonna force him into doing it.
no. It's just like contrary to everybody's beliefs, I don't feel like I'm that entertaining when I'm not recording myself. I don't know if that makes sense.
I think you're just used to like your YouTube.
It's just my real life is not fun. Like it's like it really isn't. All I do is like I wake up. I mean I could make it fun for content, obviously.
Well,
But
right.
I feel like throughout my regular days, I have a lot of real life shit. Like I always have appointments. I always I'm going to therapy, or I have like a dentist appointment, or like my mom's like, "What on this time? I'm getting a haircut." Like I feel like my events are like the days that are planned out, like an event or like a hosting or something like that.
Right, but then you would also plan out like you're like, okay, I'm gonna go live or I'm gonna stream, I don't know, this time at this time, and then you make it fun.
I'm bored. Cause like you go to Disney, you have kids, you can stream when you're like hitting them, like all these
I
things.
should do that. I'm like,
I know, yeah.
I should stream going to Disney.
Like you see, like
I
you
can't do that.
I've seen people stream at Disney, but I don't know if you can technically. Well, you heard it here first when I almost got kicked out. All right.
At Disney. Oh, but you're in Paris.
We're still Disney.
But I don't mean like on rides, because I
Oh,
think
yeah.
on rides I'll get in trouble. Just like walking around and doing what we do. The kids go on rides and I'm like, hello, I'm right here. Those vibes, man.
Yeah, y'all let me know.
Let
All
us
right.
know if you want us to stream or if we should just stick to what we do.
But thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode, and we hope you enjoyed this spooky episode.
With viejitos.
And we'll see you guys
On
on
the
the
next
next
one.
one.
Bye.
Bye.